You may be seated, doctors, and everyone else too. Good afternoon. Welcome to today's ceremony where we will honor the class of 2023 graduates. I am Margaret Chadwell, Associate Dean for Student Affairs and Career Development. It is my distinct pleasure to preside over the medical school's 155th commencement ceremony. We are delighted to have you here in person or joining us virtually from near and far. It is fitting that today we are coming to you from the Renaissance City and in this absolutely spectacular Detroit landmark to celebrate and launch this very historic and 100% certified and matched class of 2023. You have also made history because you are actually the last class of doctors that began their education before the pandemic, navigated through it, all the way through it, and completed your MD having emerged from the pandemic. Certainly that is no easy feat. It was not easy. And I believe providentially that a very special person was sent to come alongside of you, your wonderful class counselor and class marshal, Dr. Crystal. As a class, you are bringing a singular perspective and experience to our profession, and we are so proud for all you have come through, and we are so eager to see all that you will accomplish in your careers that you are launching on this very day as Wayne Warrior MDs. We will begin today's ceremony with a welcome from Governor Basuito. Dr. Michael Basuito is a member of the Wayne State University Board of Governors and a 1981 graduate of the Wayne State School of Medicine. He has dedicated his life to serving his profession and training future physicians, both in research and in teaching medical students and surgical residents. He has been active in philanthropy for causes he supports, including the Wayne State School of Medicine. Dr. Basuito has performed thousands of charitable surgical procedures on children around the world through Operation Kindness, a charitable surgical organization that he co-founded. Operation Kindness provides surgical services to infants and children who live in areas that lack the expertise to treat deformities, including cleft lip and palate. Dr. Basuito and his team have been performing these surgeries for more than 25 years, and they donate their time, services, and supplies free of charge. He is a true role model. Yes, he is a true role model, exemplifying the Wayne Warrior MD spirit and a tireless and effective champion for our school. Please welcome Governor Basuito.
Thank you, thank you. On behalf of the Board of Governors, I welcome and congratulate all of the medicine class of 2023, your families, and all who have supported you. I would like to introduce another member of the Board of Governors who has joined me for today's ceremony. Would you please welcome former Chief Justice of the Michigan Supreme Court and my friend, Governor Marilyn Kelly. After the Civil War, 5 physicians returned to Detroit to treat soldiers who were injured in that conflict. They saw a need to share their skills with other physicians, so they leased a few rooms in the north section of Harper Hospital and held classes there to share their expertise. In 1868, they formally organized the Detroit Medical College that evolved into the Wayne State University School of Medicine, which subsequently led to the founding of Wayne State University. Since that time, our School of Medicine graduates have become leaders in every aspect of medicine and surgery, especially when the need has arisen for applying the knowledge and skills that all of you learned here at Wayne. Our graduates have served in military operations, civilian emergencies, and in every part of the world where people are in need of health care. You have recently become a part of Wayne's rich history. While Dr. Collins, who you'll meet shortly, and his colleagues were guiding our country through a once in every 100 years pandemic, the world went into seclusion and isolation. It was our Wayne State medical students, you and your classmates, who were the first in Michigan to staff mobile COVID units. At the risk of your own health, you went into the communities where your help was needed the most. Thank you. Today, you become the professional offspring of those 5 Civil War physicians who answered the call to serve. With the training you received here, your future is unlimited. The world is yours. Carry on the Wayne tradition and remain close to your Wayne family. From the Board of Governors, congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor Brasuito. I would like to introduce other important members of our university community who took time out of their very busy schedules to join us here today to celebrate. Will members of the Board of Governors, President's Cabinet, Council of Deans, chairs, and departmental faculty from the School of Medicine please rise and be acknowledged? Thank you for being here today. It is now my pleasure to introduce the 12th president of Wayne State University, Dr. M. Roy Wilson, and I would like to acknowledge that this is, I think, his last commencement with us in his tenure as president, and I was speaking to him just before, and I think he's come full circle, because he has been a supporter of all of our major milestones, and I think his very first ceremony with the university was actually our white coat ceremony at the School of Medicine, and now he's kind of one of his last official events is this particular graduation, and so with great pleasure, I welcome President Wilson.
Thank you, Margee. Hello, graduates. It really is a, hello, graduates. It really is a very special privilege to share your special day with you today. I imagine that succeeding in medical school is among the most consequential things you will have done in your lives. Your medical school is extraordinary. Your school medicine leadership and faculty are committed to the truest ideals of our profession. But most of all, you are the crown jewels of this institution. Commencement is a wonderful day for our graduates and for those privileged to be on this stage. I've been on the platform party for well over 100 commencements, and I still feel that way. And as many of you know, and as Margette just mentioned, this is my final commencement, so it's particularly a special one for me. And I'm thrilled that we're going to honor 2 people today that I have tremendous admiration for and who I am so proud to call friends, Dr. Elena Reels and Dr. Francis Collins. I'd like to share something with you that I learned many years ago. Once you've crossed the stage and accepted your MD diploma, you're never going to not be a doctor again. Being a doctor is not just a profession. It's more than that. It's an identity. That's one of the reasons I decided to wear my medical school regalia for my final commencement instead of my usual Wayne State University presidential robe. After 20 years of leading one or another institution, I am, at my core, still a doctor. In the core of who you are, compassionate, empathetic, the burning need to make a difference, all the things that made you start this quest 4 years ago will always, from this moment henceforth, be a part of your identity as a doctor. It's a strong identity. Embrace it. The privilege, respect, opportunities that comes with it, but also the responsibility, the burdens, the sacrifice. Each of you, as have I, will be confronted with some life-altering event, experience, or decision that indelibly inscribes in your psyche, I am a doctor. My personal story involves my mother. She died in her early 50s due primarily to complications of lung cancer. As reports of her condition worsening reached me in Boston, I left my residency clinic to hurry home to Maryland to be with her. Fortunately, I was able to spend some time with her before she took her last breath. The most difficult thing I ever did in my life, and yet, at the same time, the most rewarding and privileged, was to be able, as a doctor, to pronounce my mother dead and sign her death certificate. She was thereby spared the indignity of having to go to an emergency room where an unknown doctor would make that declaration. My final image of her, as she was transported directly to the funeral home, was that of a peaceful and dignified woman. Graduates, you will soon have that moment when you fully realize that you are now a real doctor, when the awesome responsibility and incredible opportunity of that identity will come into full display. Embrace that moment. It will become a part of you forever. Now, I know you've heard this many times before, but please hear it also from me. I am so proud of you. Congratulations, doctors. You're great, do great things, and it's been my honor to celebrate with the class of 2023. Thank you very much.
Thank you, President Wilson. Our next speaker is Dr. Weil Sacker, the Dean of Wayne State University School of Medicine. As Dean, he oversees the Office of Medical Education, the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, the recruitment and evaluation of department chairs, and the recruitment and evaluation of School of Medicine-based centers and directors. That's a lot of hats, right? Dr. Sacker is a nationally recognized academic pathologist with a track record of independent and collaborative National Institutes of Health funding, and with seminal contributions in the field of genitourinary neoplasia and prostate cancer. He has also assumed leadership roles in professional and community-based organizations, including the National Arab American Medical Association and the Arab Community Center for Economic and Social Services. Dr. Sacker indeed has a long history of clinical excellence, community leadership, and an unwavering commitment to our medical school. Please welcome Dean Sacker.
Thank you, Dr. Chadwell. Good afternoon and welcome. On behalf of the faculty of the Wayne State University Medical School, its staff, its administration, and indeed on behalf of the entire University of Wayne State, we welcome you. And I offer you our heartfelt congratulations on your completion of this magnificent milestone. We would not be prouder of you at this moment. You've been tested by the rigorous demands of the medical school. You've been tested by the pandemic that affected us and everywhere else on the globe. And I've witnessed scores of you and the class before you and even one after you, volunteering their time during a very stressful time of remote classes, of remote studying, to pitch in and help with every aspect that the faculty of Wayne State University in emergency medicines, in ICUs, in infectious diseases, stood up to the pandemic that hit Detroit very, very hard. You've been tested by the community needs for our medical school being in the heart of our community. I've accompanied some of you on the street clinic, on the homeless clinics, on tens of students' organizations that have a community focus, something that distinguishes the graduates and the physicians in training at Wayne State Medical School. Today, you become the next generations of foundation established 155 years ago. You are living examples of the type of physicians that are trained and graduated from this medical school. Very, very clinically competent, with excellent fund of knowledge, but also with a heart and soul that is connected and committed to taking care of our communities here and everywhere. I am certain you will enhance the reputation of this institution as you develop your own brilliant futures. Your degree that you are earning today will give you the power to go places and the means for many accomplishments. But the patient, your patient, will continue to be first. That is your sacred commitment, and that it lies in the heart of your calling. As you embark upon the next chapter of your lives and careers, remember that you have the opportunity to change the world for the better. The opportunity that will present itself with every new patient that you see, with every younger person that you mentor, with every community outreach that you participate in. This is an awesome power, the power to heal that you now hold. I have to tell you that during my one-year tenure, the class before you, yourself, and the classes after you have been my best source of feedback, of having the finger on the pulse of the entire student body, and yes, some of the best ideas that myself and the administrative team of the school that you see here took to heart and started working on implementing them. We have a new strategic plan of the medical school. Many of you participated in the making of that strategic plan. It's our roadmap for the future of the next few years. Many of the best ideas, again, came from you. We will look for great things from you in years to come. As you graduate today, you will join the largest alumni body in the country. Dr. Steve Louie will tell you more about this. And increasingly so, you will be sought after to provide what we are trying to provide for our medical students today: good mentoring, career counseling, and support. So, congratulations, doctors, and have a great afternoon. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean Sacker. It gives me great pleasure now to introduce Dr. Steve Dave Louie, and he is the president of our Alumni Association. Dr. Dave Louie is also a board-certified dermatologist, an associate professor, and a program director of the Wayne State University Department of Dermatology. In addition, he runs the Oncodermatology Clinic at Carmanos Cancer Institute and provides care at the John Dingell Veterans Affairs Medical Center with the focus on teledermatology services reaching patients in several states. Dr. Dave Louie is an extremely active clinician and educator of both medical students and residents, and is very likely the School of Medicine's biggest cheerleader. Please welcome Dr. Dave Louie.
Thanks very much. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dr. Steve Dave Louie, class of 2008. As president of the Wayne State University School of Medicine Alumni Association, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you, the class of 2023, into our alumni family. When you entered medical school 4 years ago, I'm sure that you did not expect that much of your medical training would happen during the pandemic that took the lives of over 1 million Americans. What a challenging, surreal, and yet in many ways, career-affirming experience. Many physicians and physicians in training learn about such challenging and extraordinary circumstances and wonder how they would react. Well, you lived it, you experienced it, and your response throughout the pandemic and your 4 years of medical school have been truly remarkable and inspiring. But I'm not surprised by that at all. For nearly 155 years, the Wayne State University School of Medicine has trained its students to be leaders, and the class of 2023 did not disappoint us. You rose to the challenges of the pandemic, and we know you will continue forging ahead, leading, and caring for patients regardless of race, gender, sexual orientation, or religion, ability to pay, or even their opinions on vaccines and science. Over the last 4 years, School of Medicine alumni have generously and graciously supported you with their time, expertise, and money. And as Dean Socker just mentioned, now that you are graduates, it's your turn to be there for the next generation of students, providing counsel, support, and guidance as they progress through their medical training. Soon, you'll be role models and mentors for future alumni, and we trust that you will embrace and honor that responsibility just as those who came before you did. Since it's customary to impart some words of wisdom at a commencement ceremony, I thought I would reach back and call upon my childhood doctor, Dr. Seuss. If you know me, or if you've taken a good look at me so far, I think you'll figure out why these are two of my favorite quotes. Why fit in when you were born to stand out? And you have to be odd to be number one. So, as you move through your medical career, please remember to stand out and be odd in all the right ways. On behalf of our more than 25,000 Wayne State University School of Medicine alumni across the country and around the world, we wish you great success and welcome you as colleagues. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you, Dr. Dave Louie. A distinguished community leader has been recommended by the faculties of the university for an honorary degree. President Wilson.
Would the Honorable Michael Busuito please join me at the lectern for the conferral of the honorary degree? And would the Honorable Michael Kelly, Marilyn Kelly, please escort Dr. Francis Sellers Collins to the lectern. Wayne State University awards the Doctor of Laws degree, honoris causa, to you, Francis Sellers Collins, in recognition of your landmark contributions to the fields of genetics and genomics and your unwavering commitment to improving the life for countless individuals through medicine, research, and public service. Your illustrious career as a physician and researcher has spanned numerous decades and disciplines. It began in the 1980s at the University of Michigan, where you announced the discovery of the genes that cause cystic fibrosis, neurofibromatosis, and Huntington chorea. You are a physician geneticist, acclaimed for discovering disease genes as well as for your leadership of the International Human Genome Project, which culminated in 2003 with the completion of a finished sequence of the Human DNA Instruction Book. You served as director of the National Human Genome Research Institute at the NIH from 1993 to 2008. Ever an advocate for humanistic medicine and research, you counseled the federal government on laws to guide ethical use of genetic information. President Obama appointed you to head the NIH in 2008, a role you held with vision and distinction until you stepped down in 2021. While there, you oversaw the work of the largest supporter of biomedical research in the world, spanning the spectrum from basic to clinical research. In 2022, you served as acting science advisor to President Biden and then continued your White House service as a special advisor to the President for special projects, leading the development of an ambitious initiative to eliminate hepatitis C in the United States. For your groundbreaking research and leadership, you were presented with the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the nation's highest honor for civilians, in 2007. You are an elected member of both the National Academy of Medicine and the National Academy of Sciences. In 2020, you were elected as a foreign member of the Royal Society of the UK and named the 50th winner of the Templeton Prize, which celebrates scientific and spiritual curiosity. In grateful tribute to your extraordinary achievements in genetics and genomics research and your dedication to improving the human condition around the world, Wayne State University proudly bestows on you, Francis Sellers Collins, the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa. Governor Bussueto, as president of Wayne State University, on behalf of the faculty, I am pleased to present Francis Sellers Collins for the conferral of the degree.
By the authority of the people of the state of Michigan, as vested in the Wayne State University Board of Governors, we are proud to confer upon you, Francis Sellers Collins, the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa, and with this diploma and hood, admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations.
Doctor of Laws? Wow. Nobody ever in my family would have expected that for a kid who was always a bit of a rebel. But what a great honor to receive this degree and to be here with all of you. So congratulations, class of 2023 Warrior Doctors. I'm honored to be with you here this afternoon. And particularly honored to share this experience with Dr. Elena Rios, who will be honored next, a friend over many years. I do want to give a special shout out to your president of Wayne State University, Dr. Roy Wilson, a remarkable physician leader, someone whose personal life story is truly inspiring. If you've not read his autobiography, The Plum Tree Blossoms Even in Winter, I would suggest you should do so. He's been one of my most trusted advisors over more than a decade at NIH, and he's a role model for all of you who are seeking to make a mark in medicine. And here it is, his final commencement after a wonderful, amazing time as president of this university. I think we ought to have one more round of applause for President Roy Wilson. Yeah, come on, stand up. So what am I supposed to say to you at this moment? Recognizing that speeches at commencement are among the most forgettable rhetorical contributions in all of human history, you should be glad that I was told to keep this short. And I will mostly try to follow instructions. Your senior class president, Rahul Gupta, suggested that it would be helpful if I reflected on what this milestone meant, like what it was like for me. Well, that was 46 years ago. I'm guessing, though, that many of you may be trying to figure out what your professional journey will look like. I was doing that too. And let me tell you, I was basically clueless as to what the future would hold. I knew I was heading into a residency in internal medicine. I knew I was really interested in the science of genetics and hoped that maybe someday that would connect with medicine more broadly. I had met patients with cystic fibrosis, neurofibromatosis, and Huntington's disease in the clinic. I found those conditions fascinating, but I did not dream that I would have the chance to lead teams that would find the genetic causes. So as I walked across the stage to receive my diploma, no one had ever uttered the 3 words, Human Genome Project, together. No one had talked about how big advances in medicine would be made in the future by teams. And no one, especially my mother, would have guessed that I would be called to become a government employee in my 40s, leading the Human Genome Project and then the entire National Institutes of Health. And more recently, although I considered myself reasonably broad in medical interests and competencies, I never would have predicted that 3 years of my life would be consumed by trying to catalyze the most cutting-edge science in infectious disease and immunology to address the worst pandemic in 100 years. And with the development of safe and effective vaccines in just 11 months, this just might be the most significant triumph of science ever. And what a credit that is to people who rolled up their sleeves, dropped everything, didn't care about who was going to get the credit, and just got it done. And an estimated 2 million lives were saved in the United States alone. COVID-19 changed your lives too. Yeah, let's clap for that. As has already been mentioned from this podium and in my conversations with some of the students, COVID-19 changed your lives in terribly difficult ways, especially in year 2 of your MD training. But that did not change your determination to be the best physicians you possibly could be. You are resilient. Last night, speaking to one of your student colleagues, Lauren Robb, I asked her, what would you say is the theme of your class? And she didn't take very long. She said, okay, it's one word. It's passionate. You are passionate about what you are dedicated to contribute to reducing suffering, to helping people who need that extra edge, to saving lives. That is your description, according to your classmate, and I believe it. So what's the point of my having these brief reflections about my own experience? Well, if you're anxious to worry that you don't have your life trajectory all figured out, relax, it's okay. If you do have it all planned, well, it almost certainly won't go that way. That's just not the way it is. Stay flexible. If a door of opportunity opens that you didn't expect, check it out. If another one you were counting on closes, well, don't be too dismayed. You are blessed as physicians with many options. Treasure your relationships with friends and colleagues. You will make some of the best friends of your life during medical school. Nurture those relationships and make your family a priority. And don't ignore the spiritual side of life. There are way too many interesting questions that science can't answer. Finally, don't forget to have fun. Hans Christian Andersen, enjoy life. There's plenty of time to be dead. So yes, enjoy life, but that's a hard thing to lecture about. So maybe at this point, a demonstration? A song? Maybe something that could even make you laugh about COVID? Let's see. My guitar has a name. Yeah, every guitar should have a name, and it has a double helix on the fretboard. This is a bit of a vanity, I suppose. And maybe, therefore, you think this guitar should be named Watson. No. Or Crick? No. This is Rosalind. Rosalind Franklin, who actually did the work with that amazing X-ray crystallography, plate 51, that showed the image that led Watson, who hadn't had permission to look at it, to figure out this might be a double helix. So yeah, this is a song that starts out maybe how you might have felt in September of 2020. You were just finishing your first year, starting into the second year. COVID has just come completely down all around us. All of the things you hoped would be happening, nope, you're back there doing everything virtually. And this is the kind of song that one might have sung at that point. Hello, Fauci, my old friend. I see you're on the news again. Because around us a plague's creeping across our planet while we're all sleeping. And this virus is called COVID-19. This one is mean, like never seen. Coronavirus. You can do that with me the next time it comes around. Public health is paramount. Wash your hands and don't go out. Got a fever and you start to cough. Got a headache that you can't shake off. Then it's time to head to the car line for a screen. COVID-19, this thing is mean. With me now, coronavirus. And drastic measures we must take. The means of transmit we must break. Wear masks, no sports, no meetings. No hugs, no touch, no greetings. Keep your distance and limit all your social calls. Just kill them all. Don't even think about going to the shopping mall. Coronavirus. And the people all freaked out. Toilet paper soon sold out. And the parents home with schools closed down found their need for alcohol unsound. And the networks churned out never-ending breaking news. I've got the blues. It's 'cause of you. Coronavirus. Okay, that was 2020, but now here we are. Graduation, June 23. This verse is for you. But now we're here in 23, and you're getting your MD. There are reasons now to celebrate. You're a warrior doctor from Wayne State. Your match was a hit, and now you're moving on. It's a new dawn. But let's all agree about one thing. COVID, please be gone. Coronavirus. We've got your number, SARS-CoV-2. We've read your genes. Coronavirus. And all of your proteins. Coronavirus. But we've got vaccines. Get out of here, coronavirus. Thank you all. Congratulations.
Who says commencements can't be fun? That was phenomenal. Thank you, Dr. Collins. We're all going to be singing that one for a while, I think. Now we have another distinguished community leader who has been recommended by the faculties of the university for an honorary degree, President Wilson.
Thank you, Dr. Chadwell. Would the Honorable Michael Bussueto please rejoin me at the lectern for the conferral of the honorary degree? And would the Honorable Marilyn Kelly please escort Dr. Elena Rios to the lectern? Wayne State University awards the Doctor of Laws honoris causa to you, Elena V. Rios, in recognition of your steadfast commitment to improving life for countless individuals in the minority community through medicine, research, and public service. For more than 30 years, you have advocated tirelessly to end health disparities and improve health outcomes for women and minorities across the country. Beginning in the early 1990s, you conducted policy research for the state of California and later served as advisor for regional and minority women's health at the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services Office on Women's Health. You have provided strong leadership on numerous committees and commissions seeking to advance minority health care needs, including the Chicano Latino Medical Association of California, the National Network of Latin American Medical Students, and Women's Policy, Inc., among others. As president and CEO of the National Hispanic Medical Association, you advocate for Hispanic physicians in the United States, seek to improve the health of Hispanics, and direct educational and research activities. You have lectured extensively, published articles, and received leadership awards from prestigious institutions such as the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the Congressional Black, Hispanic, Asian, and Native American Caucuses, the American Public Health Association Latino Caucus, and the Association of Hispanic Health Executives. In grateful tribute to your extraordinary achievements in medical and policy research and for your commitment to improving health outcomes for minorities, Wayne State University proudly bestows on you, Elena V. Rios, the degree of Doctor of Laws honoris causa. Governor Bussueto, as president of Wayne State University and on behalf of the faculty, I am pleased to present Elena V. Rios for the conferral of the degree.
By the authority of the people of the state of Michigan, as vested in the Wayne State University Board of Governors, we are proud to confer upon you, Elena V. Rios, the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and with this diploma and hood admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Wayne State, and thank you, Dr. Wilson, and everybody here. Congratulations again to all of the class of 2023. You are new physicians challenged by the dynamic healthcare environment, and you all need to know that you need to adapt as you move on in your career to change with many, many new skills. But I have to say that you are the technology generation. And as everyone has said, you have gone through a tremendous pandemic, but you've learned about technology more than anybody else because you were born with technology. You know about electronic medical records, you know website, apps, and you're very familiar with all of that, and you now know that AI is about to take over, and we can't let it take over. No matter what specialty, no matter what work setting, as you go through recruitment, promotions in your next jobs, you do research as researchers, you have to develop meetings and conferences, but most importantly, you have to figure out how to improve clinical care for your patients, for underserved patients using technology. And I think that we have a digital divide in this country, and it's your mission to have very empathetic care for your patients. And it's the physician-patient care and relationship that will keep you, as your North Star, keep you moving in your career. Now, my interest in medicine was how to do research and make an impact on policy. And I learned that I wanted to get involved with advocacy at an early stage, probably at Stanford when I was an undergrad. And I went through medical school and public health school, learning how important it was to find others like me. It was very isolating in medical school to find other minority students who had a passion for caring for their communities. My mother had become a nurse. My father was a machinist. I was the first one in my family to go to college. And I think coming from the Los Angeles area where there's so many like me who didn't go to college, it was so important to figure out how could I make an impact. And little did I know that my policy research would take me to the state government in 1992, and then to the White House in 1993. So as Dr. Collins said, you have to figure out what doorways are going to open for you and take the opportunity that comes your way. But I realized that you have to ask questions. You have to figure out what you can get from others to help you. You have to know what happened before you. You have to think about your strategies for the future and the need to understand the social, the political, the market trends that you are involved with. And it all happened in 1993 and 94 that a group of Hispanic physicians at the White House decided that we would start our own National Hispanic Medical Association. But we had been mentored by many people like Dr. Wilson and others who had passion about their communities all through their medical careers. And we knew that we needed to develop a group of physicians that could do more as an advocacy organization. And our goal has always been to empower more physicians to improve the health of not only our communities, the Latino community, but other underserved communities. So I wish you the best of luck on your career journey, and please take care of your patients as well as you can. No matter what doors open, that's the most important thing that you can do as a physician. And to remember their needs and the needs of their communities, not only and their families, and build your influence as a physician to help improve the health of all Americans. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Rios. Ladies and gentlemen, now the most solemn moment of commencement, the presentation of the candidates and the conferral of the degrees by the President. Candidates of the class of 2023, please rise. President Wilson and Dean Socker, upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for the degree of Doctor of Medicine. President Wilson.
The authority to confer each of these degrees is vested by the people of the state of Michigan under the Constitution of the state in the Board of Governors of Wayne State University, and by the Board of Governors, it is delegated to me. Each of these degrees is granted upon the recommendation of the faculty of the School of Medicine. I am proud to confer upon each of you the degree of Doctor of Medicine for which the faculty has recommended you and I admit you to all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that degree. Congratulations. Doctors, will you please be seated, but congratulations.
We will now perform the ceremonial hooding of the graduates of the class of 2023 of the Wayne State University School of Medicine. The hood is part of the academic regalia that was originally designed as a head covering to keep heads warm in cold, unheated buildings. It dates back to the medieval days of some of the oldest universities in the world. Today, hoods are the most expressive part of the academic regalia. They indicate not only the field of study which has been completed, but also the degree and the institution's colors. The hood with green velvet running along a black background represents the academic color of medicine, and the yellow and green silk colors represent Wayne State University. Dr. Wainio, Assistant Dean for Student Affairs, will begin by reading the names of the candidates. She will read the names of all graduates, regardless of their attendance. Dr. Richard Baker, Senior Vice Dean and Vice Dean of Medical Education, and Dr. Kevin Sprague, Associate Dean of Admissions, will begin hooding the graduates, and President Wilson and Dean Socker will congratulate the graduates with handing of the diploma. We ask that you hold your collective applause for all grads until the very end. Thank you.
Rahul Gupta. Joseph Atangan. Amr Abuquake. Candace Acuff. Katie Rebecca Adlaka. Muhammad Ahmad. Keenan Al-Hayek. Kafa Al-Shahadi. If you can please hold our applause so we can make sure to hear everyone's name. Thank you. Sylvia Aluya. William Alvarez Suarez. Ali Alwiley. Daryl Emponen. Melissa Anjejo. Luisa Antonelli. David Asibiodi. Maria Awad. Paige Bale. Victoria Rosaria Badia. Isha Bugga. Brittany Bakhri. Tony Baltazar. Christina Barrientos. Gabrielle Bartel. Callie Bertkowiak. Seamus Bartlett. Brandon Bassam Batarse. Eric Batista. Gurbani Betty. Kendrick Bellardo. Capricia Bell. Shiva Bangu. Flavio Fernando Bonilla Guevara. Kyle Bonner. Jawad Buhamdan. Annalise Bowen. Joshua Brady. Helena Brantz. Brittany Brower. Brody Brooker. Colin Brooks. Catherine Elizabeth Brown. Kelly Ann Brew. Vincent Bruno. Gabrielle Burdick. Antonia Gregoria Burke. Zachary Bustamante. Caroline Caldart. Alita Caldwell. Michael Alfred Carrillo. Cassandra Carter. Maximilian Carter. Gino Dante Caruso. Henry Hildorf Castellani. Rachel Sivany. Sarah Elizabeth Chidus. Adam Chalik. James Chen. Casey Ching. Grace Chuyen Chu. Kevin Chung. Garrett Clark. Sacha Clark. Chad Kaufman. Megan Callaghan. Nicholas Corsi. Lauren Grace Culver. Emily Courier. Chetu Dandu. Miriam Dash. Caroline DeVera. Michael DeBow. Paul Dell. Parth Desai. Reza Javadian. Gutier Donmo. Oksana Dabrowski. Brianne Drury. Warren Elmer. Wasim El-Said. Lara Fahmy. Mohammed Faraj. Bushra Fatima. Daisy Ference. Robert Fernandez. Albert Ferris. Carlos Figueroa. Anthony Findley. Amanda Danielle Fisher. Alexander Flores. Shelby Freeberg. Yumna Mona Omar Gabber. Joyant Godre. Kyle Garcia. Rachel Garcia. Brooke Garnica. Abdulmesin Galoom. Tara Gloystein. Madeline Gonti. Asa Graybukta. Annika Maria Grupp. Molly Guerin. Urvashi Gupta. Our second group of students will be coded by Dr. Eric Ayers, class of 1989, internal medicine and pediatrics physician and director of student engagement for the Office of Student Affairs, and Dr. Sarkis Kuyumjian, class of 1998, emergency medicine physician and director of career advising for the Office of Student Affairs. Preston Hale. Anthony Hanna. Marwa Harp. Kristen Marie Haas. Catherine Helzer. Meredith Henji. Adele Hajazi. Malik Hindawi. Amita Hinge. Luke Tehe Hong. Sutton Hulse. Roxanne Elagon. Maheen Irshad. Madison Jacobson. Elizabeth Jakubowski. Andrea Janis. Zain Eden Jawad. Lindsay Jenkins. Dan Yoan Jian. Brittany Jones. Linda Kang. Andrew Cow. Aditi Kapugantu. Sasira Kavuri. Catalina Kenny. Ziad Rida Khalifa. Tiffany Ka. Isaac Kim. Mindy Minchung Kim. Samadhi Kiridena. Kara Nicole Klemperens. Wesley Coles. Thomas Kramer. Marla Krasnick. Abigail Kumagai. Natalie Lamport. Andrew Lang. Anna Lanier. Alex Lee. Hangil Lee. Aaron Liesma. Ashton Lewandowski. Harvey Lean. Macy Ann Lockhart. Philip Ma. James McKenzie. Arham Mahmoud. Michelle Malik. Nasser Malik. Shant Melkisane. Ali Mana. Qingyu Mao. Sean Thomas McCarthy. Michael McIntosh. Ryan Malikian. Eugene Mishanin. Inam Muhammad. Zaid Mohsen. Brendan Mullen. Joseph Murphy. Nicholas Murphy. Renee Nabati. Ryan Naughton. Mitchell Nave. Marina Gassa. Bo Chow Min Nguyen. Cindy Wynn. Austin Nichols. Caroline Nicolaitis. Michał Niewinski. Claire Novelli. Kendall Oberdorfer. Rachel Odell. Adam Olszewski. Arthur Orchanyan. Aaron Oriana. Our final group of students will be coded by Dr. Margit Chadwell, class of 1994, Family Medicine Physician and Associate Dean of Student Affairs, and Dr. Christopher Steffes, Residency Class of 1993, Surgeon and Associate Dean of Clinical Education. I also wanted to take a moment to remind everyone to please hold applause till the end. Thank you. Uh-oh. Angelina Palacios. Catherine Palmer Lovelock. Alicia Pundith. Marie Claire Papamarcos. Christian Parusher. Druvil Patel. Muli Muhendra Patel. Julia Patton. Emily Pauls. Justin Pulowski. Gabriella Perozzo. Alexander Pietrowski. Gina Polsinelli. Isadora Porter. Jennifer Presnes. Tasneem Rahman. Avinash Ramkasoon. Fariba Rana. Swetha Reddy. Amber Reynolds. Lauren Ann Robb. Marla Rojas Thoreau. June Runn. Samantha Ryan. Michael Saad. Annie Savka. Sarah Seymour Stone. Brennan Schilling. Adam Seidel. Myra Shafiq. Melanie Shaw. El Hussein Shamsa. Lauren Schauver. Trevor Sherman. John Sherwood. Trevor Schick. Hannah Schumann. Aladdin Usama Sid Ahmed. Claire Simons. Benjamin Sims. Joseph Slazinski. Caleb Sokolowski. Andrew Solway. Matthew Solway. Kimberly Sun. Ashlyn Sovereign. Akash Shrikanth. Trisha Srinivanasan. John James Stathikios. Andrew Steffen. Paul Steffes. Miranda Lee Sterner. Lucas Strang. Destiny Stroman. Nicole Sukaria. Allison Surma. Shuber Syed. Neil Sykes. Emmer Tammer. Ajith Thomas. Samuel Todd. William Tracy. Hannah Tran. Komal Tour. Jack Twarzinski. Junkie Bagazia. Daniel Van Sweden. Lauren Varvatos. Roberto Velasquez. Jack Vernacki. Thomas Vismara. Megan Walsh. Pu Lei Wong. Margaret Waswary. Alexandra Webby. Kennedy Starr Werner. Lucas Werner. Nicole White. Rebecca White. Donovan Wilcox. Eman William. Nikita Wong. Kenneth Hu. Nikhil Yadula. Sophia Yin. Benjamin Young. Jenna Youssef. Mark Zakrisik. Catherine Zhao. Abubakar Ziaula.
Those hoods look really good on you, I must say. Congratulations. Now I would like to introduce Dr. Richard Baker, Senior Vice Dean and Vice Dean of Medical Education. Dr. Baker will administer the oath to the class. After the oath, please remain standing for your last class photo. Dr. Baker.
Okay, it's almost over. We're almost there. Okay. Will the class of 2023 please stand and repeat each phrase of the professional oath after me? And I invite all physicians present to rise and join the newest members of our honored profession in speaking the oath. I do solemnly swear by all that I hold most sacred that according to my ability and judgment, I will in every particular keep this, my oath and covenant. I pledge to dedicate myself to the service of humanity and to honor the noble traditions of the medical profession. To hold those who have taught me this art as equal to my parents, and to live my life in partnership with them. To give my teachers the respect and gratitude which is their due. To regard my colleagues equally with my brethren. And to teach this art by precept, by lecture, and by every other mode of instruction to those who practice the healing arts. As a physician, I will maintain the ultimate dignity of life. while guiding its arrival, protecting its course, and easing its natural passage from this world. I will offer to those who seek my aid not only my knowledge and skills, but my warmth and compassion as well. Whatever in the lives of those I shall see or hear, either in my practice or outside my practice, which shall not be made public, this I will hold in silence. Believing that such things should not be spoken. I will conduct myself with honesty and virtue, with conscience and dignity will I live my life, practice my art. In all circumstances, I will consider every individual as equal without regard to race, creed, or gender. Refusing no one my help. I will abstain from every act of injustice and corruption. Above all else, I will do no harm. I freely take this oath, and I will maintain the noble traditions of my profession, always tempering my science with the warmth and humility of the true physician. Okay. You may switch those tassels from the right side to the left. It's official. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Remain standing for your last class photo, please. Stay. Doctors, you may be seated. I would now like to welcome to the stage Christopher Steffes, our Associate Dean of Clinical Education, and retired Colonel Arthur Eisenbray, Clinical Associate Professor of Pathology.
Military medical students during medical school are commissioned officers in the medical corps of their respective services, Army, Navy, Air Force. In addition to full medical training at Wayne State School of Medicine, they complete military officer training and also train in military medical facilities. Upon completion of their MD degree, the officers are promoted to the rank of captain in the Army and Air Force and lieutenant in the U.S. Navy. We now recognize that promotion. Ensign Claire Novelli, U.S. Navy, will complete her residency and transitional year at the Naval Medical Center in Portsmouth, Virginia. Second Lieutenant Marie Papamarcos, U.S. Army, will complete her residency in pediatrics at Madigan Army Medical Center in Tacoma, Washington. Ensign Samuel Todd, U.S. Navy, will complete his residency in orthopedic surgery at the Naval Medical Center in Portsmouth, Virginia. I now introduce Colonel Arthur Bradley Eisenbray for the official promotion ceremony.
Good afternoon. As we begin this ceremony, which is very important for the transition of these young military officers into their new profession as military physicians, please remember that this is the 79th anniversary of the landing in Normandy by sea and by air onto the beaches and on the fields behind the front lines of Normandy. Those landings were supported by physicians and nurses. So please remember that these young officers are beginning a very distinguished and highly respected profession. I now invite Ensign Novelli, Second Lieutenant Papamarcos, Ensign Todd, and their family members to please come forward. As part of the transition from medical students to physician and officers of the Medical Corps of the Armed Services, each officer is recommissioned. They are already commissioned officers, but they are now recommissioned, and they take the oath of office for the new position. Lieutenant Claire Novelli, front and center.
I, Claire Novelli, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter, so help me God.
Captain Marie Papamarcos, sorry, front and center.
I, Marie Papamarcos, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely, without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter, so help me God.
Lieutenant Samuel Todd.
I, Samuel Todd, do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter, so help me God.
I would ask now that all current military members, those serving on active duty or in the reserves of the United States, retirees, and veterans, please stand. Please remain standing. You have an active role in this, please. Thank you. Attention to orders. The President of the United States, acting upon the recommendation of the Secretary of the Navy, has placed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, integrity, and abilities of Ensign Claire Novelli. In view of these special qualities and her demonstrated potential to serve in the higher grade, Ensign Novelli is promoted to the grade of Lieutenant, United States Navy, effective the 6th day of June, 2023, by order of the Secretary of the Navy. The President of the United States, acting upon the recommendation of the Secretary of the Army, has placed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, integrity, and abilities of Second Lieutenant Marie Papamarcos. In view of these special qualities and her demonstrated potential to serve in the higher grade, Second Lieutenant Papamarcos is promoted to the grade of Captain, United States Army, effective the 6th day of June, 2023, by order of the Secretary of the Army. The President of the United States, acting upon the recommendation of the Secretary of the Navy, has placed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, integrity, and abilities of Ensign Samuel Todd. In view of these special qualities and his demonstrated potential to serve in the higher grade, Ensign Todd is promoted to the grade of Lieutenant, United States Navy, effective the 6th day of June, 2023, by order of the Secretary of the Navy. Please welcome our newest medical officers of the Armed Services of the United States of America. You may be seated.
Thank you, Dr. Eisenbray, Dean Steffes, and everyone for your service to our country. I would now like to introduce Dr. Rahul Gupta, President of the Class of 2023.
So, ladies and gentlemen, esteemed colleagues, and our beloved alma mater, as we gather here today to bid farewell to our renowned institution, I'm reminded of a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson that perfectly captures the essence of our journey. Do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. So us, my dear trailblazers, have dared to walk that untrodden path. From the innocent dreams of our childhood, when we imagined donning a white coat and healing the world, to the reality we face today, we have discovered that our journey is far from over. In fact, it is just beginning. We set out on this quest with starry-eyed determination of saving lives and making a difference, and little did we know that the path to becoming a doctor would be paved by late-night study sessions, sleep-deprived shifts, and the occasional encounter of bodily fluids that defy the laws of physics. But through it all, we have grown. We have learned the intricacies of the human body, the art of compassionate care, and the power of a comforting touch. We have laughed, cried, and celebrated victories big and small. And in these moments, we have discovered the true value, importance, and privilege of patient care. Now, as we stand on the precipice of a new chapter, we carry with us the lessons we have learned. Let us never forget the power of a listening ear, a kind word, and a warm smile. In a world that can sometimes be cold and indifferent, we have the ability to bring light, hope, and healing to everyone around us. So, as we venture forth into a vast expanse of medicine, let us be fearless. Let us continue to dream big, to push boundaries, and to leave a trail of compassion and excellence wherever we go. The world needs our unique blend of knowledge, skill, and empathy more than ever before. As we say goodbye to Wayne State University, I wish us all the success in the words of Maya Angelou, who said, success is liking yourself, liking what you do, and liking how you do it. Maybe find success not just in the accolades and achievements, but also in the joy we find in our interactions with our patients, the connections we forge with our patients, and the impact we make in their lives. Thank you to our dear alma mater for guiding, challenging, and shaping us into the doctors we are today. May your spirit forever burn bright within us as we embark on this extraordinary journey. Farewell, my friends. Let us embrace the unknown with open hearts and steadfast determination. Together, we will create a future where compassion, knowledge, and innovation all thrive. To new horizons and the endless pursuit of healing.
Thank you, Dr. Gupta. Before concluding the program, I would personally like to congratulate each and every one of you and your families, your significant others who are here with you today on this very amazing, truly amazing accomplishment. It has been a true honor to work with this historic class of 2023. I would also like to thank my very dedicated staff for working behind the scenes to make this a happy and memorable occasion for you. We ask that you please remain in your seats until the faculty and the grads have exited the auditorium. It was my pleasure having you as our guests at this commencement, both here and via live stream. I think we're well represented probably in many different countries today. And so we want to just extend our congratulations to everyone that's been watching today. Enjoy this very beautiful day with your graduate, your brand new doctor, and may you have a safe journey home. God bless you all.